Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're doing great and having a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for joining in. So we have a lot to talk about. We're going to get through this. We're going to jam pack your day with what you need, with the information you need to survive inside of the crypto space. So if that sounds great, if that sounds what you're into, stay tuned. And we're going to get in to the chats. So shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video or when I am live. And yeah, thank you guys so much for coming into the live stream. Okay.
So this is my stop loss. I'm actually going to change the color to red.
Anyway, love you guys. Love you guys. Okay, so take a look at what's going on here. Take a look at what's going on. Bitcoin, man. Big things for Bitcoin. Stay tuned if you want to see what I have in store for Bitcoin. Looks like it's about to actually start to break to the upside. Pretty big news coming out of Bitcoin. So here we go. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Parabolic today for Nano. Let's take a look at Nano. What's going on, everyone in the live stream? Thank you guys so much for joining in. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. The elephant in the room. Everyone is bearish. Even people in my room, man. Raise your hands, man. You guys have been bearish. You know who you are. Oh, watch out. It's going to go down to 20K. And honestly, I just kept laughing out loud when I heard it. I was like, yo, you guys, whoever thinks we're going to 20K obviously doesn't understand crypto, like, fully. Anyway, whatever, man. You could say, wow, this guy's pompous. It is what it is. I'm an Aries, man. Aries can sometimes be brash. But my whole point is this. I've been with you guys since the beginning, since 10K. I got you all the way to 40K, right? I never said we were going bearish. You never heard me say time to short. One point, I took some profits at 17K. We were overextended, and then I realized that those oscillators just weren't working anymore. The fear and greed index was a sham, right? It was an actual sham. It's doing okay now. I'm not saying it's like completely garbage, but I don't think it held as much weight as we thought it did, in my opinion, right? I don't think it held as much weight as we thought it did. So that's just something that I kind of wanted to bring up and discuss, right? So so yeah. So let's take a look at this right here. 58,974 is my target for Bitcoin, okay? Yes. You'd be like, wow, this man is out of his mind. But yeah, about a $60,000 Bitcoin, 58K, man, is on its way for Bitcoin. That's my prediction, and I'm sticking to it. Very similar to the prediction I made right here, where I drew this pennant. Like so. I don't know why that's not doing its thing, but you see we had a pennant here. Extended it. I took the length of my pole. Took the length of my pole like so. And that puts me all the way up here. Okay? And that gave me a target of 34K when we were back down here at about 19,000. So I was calling 30K back then. You could see the titles of my videos. You could check my track record. It's all there. It's all there. Everything is there for you to see. So what do I see now? Well, look at the daily. The daily is low on the stochastics. The last time we were low on the Stokes, we boomed up from $20,000 to $34,000. A big $15,000 move, okay? Let's take you back through all these low Stokes. Right here, we went sideways, but continued to move to the upside. Here's another one, the pandemic. So we only had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. This is the 5th time we're that low in the Stokes again. And I'm telling you, my friends, with Michael Saylor, with big money coming in, with big institutions, you haven't even heard of the OTC buys. Most of the buys never made it to the news. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Also, we have my favorite hidden bullish divergence. Swing low to swing low, right? And then you have swing high to swing high. I'm telling you right now, I trade on this blind. 90% of the time, this ends up booming to the upside. So we have hidden bullish divergence completely, easily, it's confirmed. Hidden bullish divergence confirmed, okay? This is a break to the upside. What's my play? Well, my play is a futures trade on Bitcoin Cash. Yes. You'd be like, why? Well, Bitcoin Cash, man, it follows Bitcoin heavily. And it's only around $400, $450. We're going to get into that call. We're going to show you what's going on with my Bitcoin Cash call. We're up about 80% in the last couple of days. So if you'd like to learn that, stay tuned. I'll show you my futures trade on Bitcoin Cash. Shout out to everyone here. If you come to the live stream, then you're doing the right thing. Thank you guys so much for joining the live. So here we go. Bitcoin moving up, doing its thing, man. And yeah, I love to see what I love to see, man. Hidden bullish divergence established on the daily with the stochastics moving to the upside with the MACD. I'm telling you right now, get your boots on, get ready. We also had a huge move for the altcoins. Will the altcoins take a bit of a hit? That's what I want to discuss. Should you be taking profits back into Bitcoin? If you were holding some BTC pairs, is it time to get back into BTC? This is the ping pong game you want to learn how to play. This is how you will maximize your gains. Getting back into Bitcoin when Bitcoin makes huge moves. Getting back into altcoins when Bitcoin consolidates. So like right here was a nice time to get into some alts. But here's where you don't want to be in alts. Boom, 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 boom. Here's a nice time to get into alts. But here you may not want to be in alts. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm going to show you the strategy, the expert way in how a crypto trader can make his way through, because it's not like the stock market. Completely different techniques and strategies here when you're trading against Bitcoin. So this actually will make you a better stock market trader, though, because you'll be more versatile of a trader. You'll be able to bounce off multiple instruments and oscillators and different, like we're looking at dominance, we're looking at Bitcoin, we're looking at altcoins. We're building a picture of the crypto sphere, right? We're building a big picture that's helping us get through. Bitcoin Cash is a copycat. Another one, Bitcoin Cold, almost out of the top 100. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It is what it is. I'm just saying to play it is to play it. I'm not going to tell you it's a Nano, all right? Nano's unbelievable. You've convinced me Nano is amazing. I want to do the right thing, so I come to the live or stream. I know. If you came to my stream, then you're already doing the right thing. Hey, you could do the wrong thing and leave my stream right now, right? But that's up to you. That's completely up to you. Or you could do the wrong thing and you can start your own live stream and you could stream while I'm streaming. You could do that too. You know what I'm saying? You could do that too. You could call me your inspiration and then stream while I stream. Anyway, let's take a look at Bitcoin going to the upside. I kind of cover that for you on the daily. Let's take a look at the 4 hour though. 4 hours literally has some more room to go, but it does tell me that we come up here and then we go sideways for a little bit. So 4 hours says we're actually still moving to the upside though. We have more room on the RSI. We even have a little room. You'd be surprised how much movement can happen on the stochastics right when it crosses that dotted line. So I'm still bullish on the temporary movement of Bitcoin. I believe we'll get the breakout to the upside. You can see this candle is starting to peak out. It did get wicked down a little bit. I could address this though. Yeah, to me, I like this. I like where we're at here. These were little pop outs to the top. There's your trend though. You can see the clear trend. We did break to the upside. Let's take the 1 hour. We have a candle. Candles are closing above this line. We're breaking resistance. We're breaking the rising wedge. Somewhat of a double bottom forming. Not perfect, but somewhat of a double bottom as well. I like what I'm seeing. 1 hour is getting extended, but still has some more room to go to. It is curving down on the Stokes, curving down. 1 hour tells me it might want to go sideways. We do see a golden cross occurring, though. We see the red line about to cross the yellow line. That's a golden cross on the 1 hour. We had the little bearish cross there. Usually we get that little dip and the move to the upside. As perfect as it isn't, it is somewhat of a head and shoulder pattern. It's an inverted, complex head and shoulder. You have a left shoulder here, you have a big head there, and then you have multiple right shoulders. See that? That's a inverted, complex head and shoulder. Should break to the upside. Let me give you your target. It's just the neckline to the head. Swing that out to a shoulder line, something like that. Just a temporary small target there of Bitcoin at 37,800 though, and getting back to this high here of resistance. So we want Bitcoin to break this high. What we do see is higher low, higher low. 3 higher lows. We had this dip, but this low is higher, and now we've broken to the upside. You can also see that we have moving averages turning to the upside. 1 hour and 4 hour both are getting close to extended, but still have some more room to go. And then we're going to go sideways, and then the daily is going to take over, and you're going to see the daily make a pretty big move. So Bitcoin, I am extremely bullish on. So we covered Bitcoin today. I actually think right now is a good chance, to possibly open up a long. I'll show you that I opened up a long on Bitcoin Cash. The reason why I did that, we'll see where the trade is. We'll show you the results of that trade, and we'll get into it. So moving forward, we have Atom here. We have AST. I like these. We're going to talk about the altcoins. We're going to discuss that. First, let's get into Bitcoin dominance. If you don't understand what Bitcoin dominance is, if you're new to the channel, please learn what Bitcoin dominance is. It's basically when, if you look at the entire market cap of all the coins, how much does Bitcoin own? How much percentage does Bitcoin own of all the crypto space? And that's Bitcoin dominance. How much does Bitcoin dominate the space? Now, we take a look at Bitcoin dominance on the daily, and we're going to give you kind of where I see it going. So in the big time frame here, we're in like a kind of a very strange pattern, right? Like bit of a giant falling wedge, in my opinion, right? And we're at the top of it now. Let's zoom in. So we saw the big pattern to kind of give you an idea where we're at inside of a bigger pattern. And then let's kind of zoom in and see what's going on here. Bit of a shoulder, head, and shoulder. So we had a head and shoulders that played out. Pretty much this was your target of the head and shoulders right here at 64. We would get all the way as low, but look at now on the daily. Like we're extended, meaning we are oversold. We are at the bottom, right? We are at the very bottom on the daily. So this tells you that dominance wants to creep back up. Now let's see its support and resistance lines. We're kind of at resistance right now, which is 64 area. We got as low as 62.50, which was unbelievable for the altcoins. You can see the altcoins already snapped back. Like sushi was at 10, it snapped back to, this was sushi at 10, snapped back to 7.50. So a little bit of movement back in the altcoins already, as we saw this green candle pushing forward. If you zoom out, dominance looks like a cup and handle. It kind of does too. Look, there's a cup. There's a bit of a handle, right? There's a cup and handle here. Look, cup, handle, right? Look at this. Nice catch there, Hadouken. I appreciate that. Students of the game, man. Students of the game. So there's a cup. This is a possible handle. Look at that. You might have seen a different one. I feel like the one you saw was even bigger, but this is what I see. What about the weekly? Sorry, but I need to understand this thing with Stokes. We'll take a look at the weekly too. We'll take a look at the weekly. Been watching it since yesterday. Yeah, so this looks like it's about to poke to the upside. This would tell me that you might want to take some profits in BTC. Had me when it hit support, yeah. So there's support right there too at 61. Now we have resistance here at 67. We have resistance here at 70, and we have resistance back at 73. I really don't want to see us get back up past 67. If Bitcoin has a little bit of a run, I'd like to see it dump again. My only thing is, if Bitcoin really going to do what it's going to do and make these big gains, I feel like it has to take dominance up with it a little bit. This is possibly a cup and handle too. Look, big cup. There's a handle, and it broke out of the handle. See, cup, handle. I think that's what he was talking about. And then I also see a smaller cup and handle right here. So dominance looks like it's about to kind of come to the upside. We had a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like about 3 weeks, man, of altcoin trading that has been unbelievable, right? If your account should have gone up a lot in the last few weeks if you had taken the advice of the lifer and started to accumulate altcoins in late November. You got to be preemptive about these moves. You got to catch the moves before the moves occur. So target for that, it could get all the way back to 72. We're going to watch it here in this range. It looks like it's going to gap up pretty fast, and Bitcoin's looking like it's about to get pretty frisky. 4.6% gains. You can see Bitcoin hasn't done anything crazy in the last few weeks, right? It's been kind of flat. So we're going to see a big move coming for Bitcoin. It's only a matter of time. So we could gap up 4% to dominance, the 67, and then we'll reconvene and see if we can break that level. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. 4-hour also wants to get busy, kind of breaking up, having a MACD cross. So the 4-hour is showing signs. Look, I showed you we had bullish divergence. I talked about it the last 2 days. So that's something you should have put on your radar. Basically, everything I have here, you guys should be re-charting. If you're watching the live stream and you're at your computer, I really think it would be basically in your best interest to copy the charts as I show you. Like maybe not the whole chart, but throw the wedge in here. Throw in the bullish divergence that we had established. Discuss these different things. We had it there. We did fall back down. That kind of negates it there. It's a little flat. But even if it's flat, as I say, if you brought this to infinity and this to infinity and they were to hit, you got divergence. So you have upward swing there. The 1 hour showing you that we may want to go down sideways. So we could have a little bit more. Maybe, actually, that tells you throughout the afternoon, the alt should do fine. The alt should actually kind of go up a little more. would be a good play in your opinion to switch to ETH to BTC now? That play was kind of sailed. I believe that play sailed, but I still think it's a good play regardless. I have a video. We're going to do a deep dive on that later on today. So watch my channel, watch for my premiere. We're going to be doing a deep dive on ETH to BTC. I recorded it already. Just have to edit it a little bit and get it out there. So that's something I want you guys to pay attention to. Okay. Okay. Got two. Okay, so Bitcoin dominance, man, 64.12, right? So take a look at Bitcoin dominance at 64.12, poking out of the top on the 1 hour. So we went over the 4 hour, we went over the daily, we went over the 1 hour. Daily looks like it wants to go up. 4 hour looks like it wants to go up. The 1 hour is a little extended. To tell you, so we may have a nice afternoon of some alts as this kind of comes back down, and we will go from there. Okay, so we went over Bitcoin right now. You know that I'm bullish on Bitcoin. How would you play Bitcoin if you'd like to trade it? Let's take a look. Let's take a look, because I didn't really give you an actual trade. I just kind of gave you the feeling. But right now, I would wait for a possible retest or a bounce off this 200-day moving average. See, they're going to come and it's going to hit the 200. You're also going to see that when the white line crosses, you could wait for the red line to cross the 200, and then I would begin to long on the 1 hour. It's a very simple thing. It's going to go sideways. When the red line, the 50-day moving average, crosses the yellow line, the 200, it's going to create a push-up out of a bull flag. That's usually what it does. So you're going to see a blast of momentum. That's going to be an indication. A lot of algorithms trade on that. A lot of big institutions trade on that. So you're going to, when that happens, that's going to be your indication. I don't think there's a issue with opening up a long right now and just throwing a stop back down in here inside of the pattern. We break down to the pattern and it negates the bullish move that we're bulling out, right? So then you can kind of sit here and play games, and then you don't have to wait. So I like a 4 or 5% stop loss. This is personally what I do. Again, this isn't financial advice. Get yourself a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I'd be grabbing into Bitcoin right here, 5% stop loss, right at back of the pattern at 32.5. See if we can hold the top of this trend line. Also, we have the 200-day moving average coming in, which also holds the price a lot. I can show you right here. Price got held very, very well, especially after we broke below it and we start to break above it again. So this is a good sign in total. I do think long Bitcoin here at 34.2. 34,000 is a great idea. Even if it comes back down here and touches 33,851, maybe put a limit order for 33,850. 33,850 would be my hopeful position to limit in, and then I would ride this back up to about 50, 60K. So that's the plan right now. It's the long Bitcoin from 34 to 60K. Calling it right here, 58,975, right, is my measured move target for BTC. So there you go, man. Just kind of throw that back out into your favor. Let's look at total and total too. I want to see that we're above that $1 trillion mark. $1 trillion mark is a big deal, right? If we don't hold the $1 trillion mark, to me, it's kind of lame, right? We need to start holding that $1 trillion mark. We need to hold it. We need to keep it. We need to be up on that. So we could take a look at this. This could be in the similar situation that Bitcoin's in. I mean, it is dominance, and Bitcoin has 60% of it. So you're going to see this looks a lot like Bitcoin. Is peaking out now, again, doing its thing. Has room on the 1 hour, like we said before. Has a little room on the 4 hour as well, and is overextended on the daily. So the total market cap wants to go all the way up to $1.4 trillion. Yes, that's I said it, $1.4 trillion. Soon to get to 2 trillion. When we get to 2 trillion, we will be so far gone from where we are now. And look, this is a beautiful double bottom. Let me try to take some of this work away. It's a rising wedge, but this is a beautiful bottom in the middle, bottom, double bottom forming, about to break to the upside. You can clearly see that the total market cap is about to expand. $400 billion is ready to come into the market. You can see it. You can see it. And this is how I'm able to kind of get people through. A lot of people come at me and they say Bitcoin's bearish, Bitcoin's this and that, but they don't look at total. They don't look at total 2. They don't look at Bitcoin dominance. They don't give you the whole picture. They look at one thing, Bitcoin only. That's not going to really, that's going to help you, but this is going to give you the full picture of really where Bitcoin is going. So if you really need to know where Bitcoin is going, if you're watching your portfolio, this is really going to get you to that next level. Please hit the like button. Really appreciate it. We have 17 people watching. Would love to get to the 17 likes. Now let's take a look at total and total 2. Now total 2, right? That is the Bitcoin market cap excluding Bitcoin. Okay, this is just the altcoins. And I see they're in a rising wedge, up, down, up. It could also be a double bottom, even though it's hard to see. This also is in a bullish form on the daily, wants to break to the upside. Tells me that the altcoins want to go up to 533 billion. So there's a chance that Bitcoin goes up and the altcoins go up. This is telling me that everything is about to blast off. Bum Rush's Lifers channel incoming. This is the Cool Kids channel, man. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. To the Future Capitalist, Stephen Bangkok, Sergey Manico, my dude. We're going to get into Nano. I'm going to talk about Nano. You made me a Nano lover. I kind of want a dollar cost average in to Nano. If you can believe that, I'd like the dollar cost average in to Nano. You guys, I'll be honest, man. I didn't really understand Nano like I should have. I have to hand it to Sergey Mokanu. Basically one of the best things in the game, man. Shout out to Alex R. Shout out to the Future Capitalist. Shout out to Steve Bankar. Shout out to Jose Pedro Valverde, Patricio, my man, JCB, Mohit Singla, Levi 502, Jeremiah Arati. Let's go. Everyone here on the live stream, really, really, really appreciate you guys coming in and doing your thing. Okay, so check it out. Total 2 is about to explode up to $536 billion. We're sitting at 357 right now. I told you it was super important that we hold the $300 billion mark. Extremely, extremely, extremely important. Shout out to Farmer D. Shout out to Chrissy Fouts. I block off 9:30 every day now. Chrissy, thank you so much. A crazy question on the way. Do you imagine 2025 will be on the crypto sphere? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. I think 2025 is going to be huge for crypto, yeah. Feast on success for Crypto Hungry here from Joe's channel. Thank you so much for coming in. Like the movie Idiocracy. Yeah, right? Thank you so much for subscribing. Really, really appreciate that. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Okay, now I like Unify. No one's really talking about Unify. Okay, look at this in this little bottom here. It's in the cup of a cup with a double bottom. Now remember, the cup of a cup and a double bottom is extremely important. So look, we have our cup, and then we have another cup here, like so. These are very bullish patterns. When you see this break the 0.5 Fibonacci level, it's going to gap up pretty fast. So Unify, gonna follow Uni. It's kind of like how T-Fuel follows Theta, right? Something you want to watch out for. But this is on my radar, man. Unify. No one's discussed it on my channel. I haven't even heard it brought up, not once. Maybe like a month ago. Thank you so much for showing the love. Crypto is amazing. I need to show you something on Zoom on the very long term. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. We will get into that. Maybe tonight. I just been super busy. Took on a new job. So 11:57 on Uni. Hopefully tonight, Jose. I didn't mean to blow you off too. Just I hope tonight. I'm just super busy. Wow, man. Uni doing something amazing. Went all the way up to 1288. Would come back down, hitting the white line though, and that was my look. That was my target. Target for Uni was 1277. It's insane. And how do I get these targets, guys? I don't use fib extensions. I just use the length of the pole to the 21-day moving average. See how the 21's right there? I basically pull this to the 21-day moving average. And then I know the angle that it likes to sit at. Like, it doesn't like to sit at this angle. It likes to sit kind of like at this angle, like that. Just something about it. I adjust it. You match the angle to this angle, really. So you take the pole and then you match the angle, and that gives you your measured move. Hope he took some profits on Uni up there at about 1288. What a move for Uni. Unbelievable. Where does Uni come back down now? Like, what happens here after these huge pump-ups? I mean, there's going to have to be... Looks like Uni wants to come down and retest 985. You know, that's what I'm looking at. Thank you so much for joining. What up, Livers? Posted a setting channel chart on Matic in the chart group a couple days ago. Yeah, Matic is hot, man. So we gave you total. We give you total too. I'm bullish on both. Looks like Bitcoin's about to go up. Look like the altcoins are going to go up. I feel like we're going to have an influx of both. That's what was happening in the last bull run, man. Everything would go up together. We wouldn't see these selective moves. Yeah, we would have some pitter-pattering like, you know, Bitcoin, then alt and Bit. But for the most part, we would see some big gains for the altcoins. Waiting on a breakout here of YFI. I feel like it's only a matter of time. It's got a giant double bottom here. It's going to at least gap up here to 40,000. So watch for YFI. I have a target of YFI going all the way to $51,000. Very similar, man. You can see it's slightly tracking Bitcoin in a way. And I know you don't want to completely agree with me, but this looks something like a cup and handle, right? This looks like a little bit of a cup and handle. So cup, handle. You see it? It's not perfect, but it's, to me, it's cup and handling in a bit. And I've seen this play out too. So watch out for this. Thank you so much, Farmer D. Really appreciate it. So take a look. $52,000 for YFI. I'm right now in a YFI. I'm in a YFI trade. So right now I'm also in a futures trade. I hadn't been trading futures in a while. I started to get back into it. Open up a futures trade. I'm now up 70% on Bitcoin Cash. I put $180 in there at 17x leverage. I do say, if you guys post futures trade in my group, out of integrity for me and my subscribers, I'd like you to put in your position size and your leverage. I just like you to make that known. Imagine if I was in my group posting 70% gains constantly. And what if it was $5? What if I put $10 in this and I made $7? I'm just saying, right? Like, and I'm not saying anyone's doing that. I just, nobody knows, right? So what I like to do here, hit edit and put in, you know, 180 USD at 17x, right? So I'm in profits, what, about $114 right now in profit. So, and that kind of just lets everyone know, like, how much you put in, because that changes the liquidation rate. So if no one knows what you're doing, Tom, Edric, Patrick, Brady Jr., baby. Tom Brady, man, going to the Super Bowl, baby. Going to the Super Bowl. If you're a long-term Pats fan, I hope you're not sour. I was so excited to watch football yesterday. I was, man. I was so hyped to watch Tom Brady beat Aaron Rodgers. people who they try to say is better than him for whatever reason. I don't know where that comes from. The guy's been to one Super Bowl. The funniest thing was to watch Aaron Rodgers' face when Tom Brady, they went to see each other, and Tom hit him on the chest like, hey, man, you know. And Aaron was like, Aaron literally went like this. And he looked to the side like, this guy just wins. Imagine having to shake the guy's hand that just keeps winning every time you're trying to win, too. He keeps winning what you're trying to win every single year. And he's older than you. And he won the Super Bowl when you were 18 and you were just in high school and you wanted to be like him. They showed a picture, or maybe he was in college, but like he wasn't even in the league when Brady won his first Super Bowl. Unbelievable. Off topic, I know, but shout out to everyone here, man. That was unbelievable. The Apple call I gave you at 122, I discussed it. I went over it. I told you don't give up on Apple. We put you into Apple at 122 as we broke out of this triangle. I have a target up here at 168. I said do not get out of that Apple trade until we get to 166, 168. Got a little hairy there, but I drew you a bull flag, and I said this is the bull flag that we're in. I even gave you a consolidated pattern. Look this. It followed the exact pattern that I put in there. I put this pattern in when the price was up here. I don't know how it did this. I took the pattern from somewhere over here like this. Something like that. And then I just threw it over there, and look, it matched it pretty damn well, except for the sideways action. It busted up. But that's a breakout now. Now that's a breakout of a temporary target. Length of this pole puts Apple at 154. So this is another call I gave on the channel. Again, it's not financial advice, but this is another call I gave on the channel. And it's doing very, very well in the stock market as well. 1 inch, man. I talk about 1 inch all the time. Hit the target. We gave you this trade. We talked about the breakout. We talked about 1 inch. We gave you the trade right here. We said if it breaks 119, 130 area, 1 inch is going to gap up. This was the area here, 137, 140. Gap up to at least 152. I said if it breaks 152, watch for it to gap up here. Hit my next target. Can't believe it would come back down to retest this strong area of support. But look, resistance, resistance. Previous resistance becomes new support. We bounce off that support. Then we created the falling wedge. I gave you the target of the falling wedge. It was 259 to the T. We're there. We went a little bit above it, of course, 272. Unbelievable. Good place to take profits. My targets are unbelievable places to take profit on the targets that I present for you guys. Unbelievable. You can see price came back down to the 21-day moving average. Still looks healthy to me. Still looks healthy. Double bottoming on the Stokes. Ready to make a move even more. So I wouldn't put this past anyone to keep continuing. Not sure we're going to have these big pullbacks, but these just keep motoring forward. AAVE getting a little bit of a sell-off. AAVE would go all the way up to 290. My target up here at 300. I make these crazy outlandish targets. I made these targets when we were kind of in this bull flag right around here, 189, saying we're going up to 300. People look at me like I'm crazy in the face. But I've been in these bull markets before. I know how fast they can move. I know how much they can push the price up. And look, AAVE getting all the way up to basically 290. Unbelievable. Now it's forming a flag, a wedge flag, very similar to Bitcoin's in right now. Somewhat of a double bottom, making its move, looking not too bad. The 4 hour is extended though, wants to come back down. Look at the last time the 4 hour was a little extended. We were right here. We just did a little, we went from 200, back to like 173, and it was business as usual. So it looks like we'll come back down, and we're going to test maybe this region here. This is our next level of support, is 212 for AAVE. Do we come all the way back down there, or do we hold levels? We'll see. Take a look at the 30-minute. What do we see happening? Similar idea, though. Looks like we can still break out of this channel and get up to $311. I'm still bullish on AAVE. Let's take a look at the daily, though. Got to be extended. It is, but look, I mean, we're still up, down on the Stokes, and we have room to move on the Stokes. We still have room to move on the Stokes, and we got a flip up here on the daily. Look at this. No room of curving down yet. AAVE doing something unbelievable. So watch AAVE, guys. Seriously. Yeah. I got into AAVE around 80 cents. I mean, to sell it now at a 303, I'm at a 3x, or a little more than a 3x and 1/8 up. Unbelievable for AAVE. I want to talk about, okay, what coins you guys go? Let's get into you guys. CTSI USDT. What happened to AAVE last night? AAVE blasted. Roger is a cry baby. Can you look at Hive USDT and give your thoughts? Let's take a look at Hive. Bag of Buzz. This guy's amazing. Let's take a look at Hive USDT. So Hive USDT. Let's take a look at that. That's 1488. Okay, Hive. Now, the second I see something like this, I don't like trading it. I don't like trading wicks. See the wicks here? See? This is a very wicky, just a little shady business. So, like, I'm a very particular person. I'm a weirdo in certain aspects of, like, you know, kind of my OCD-ness. It is looking nice, though. It has a rounded bottom, right? So we know rounded bottoms are beautiful. We know they're great places to accumulate. And this thing hasn't popped like all the others. But, you know, what is it? What does it do? I don't know anything about it. What I do see a lot, like, you know, I see this happening a lot. We saw this on 1 inch. See, it's the photographic memory that really comes into play. But see this, like, sharp point and then a rounded bottom that doesn't go as low as the sharp point? I'll show you that. That was a 1 inch thing. This is how you know I have a photographic memory, because I can remember that from 1 inch. So we go back to 1 inch, right? So we'll go to Hive to 1 inch, and you'll see 1 inch. We go back. Do I have it still on the 30-minute? Hope I never got rid of it. But you'll see 1 inch has this. See right here. It had the dagger. And then the rounded bottom on the side that didn't get as low as the dagger. See that? We go back to Hive. We're going to see a similar positional idea there, right? So let's take a look at Hive. And again, look, that's how we made that money in sand. Remember, we found a fractal type piece that we saw in sand that we also saw just a few days before in dot. And we said, hey, is sand about to do a dot? And it did. It did pretty much. So it's interesting to see these similarities, and I think it's good to point them out. So let's take a look at Hive again. So again, we have this point, right? This falling point, and then this rounded side. Hive looks like it's about to gap. Yeah, I see what you're saying here, though. It's just real wicky, man. You know, me personally, I'm going over it for a subscriber, but I don't know if I'm personally. Looks like you could get some big gains, though. There is some big gap ups out of Hive. Once it breaks certain levels, it looks like it can gap up pretty fast. So that's the one thing I do like. I love gap ups. I love when there's space and a lack of support and resistance. We do see a little bit here, though. A little bit of up and down action, right? Up and down in the price right here. And we're looping down doing this. So we'll see what happens with Hive. I see it could break out here at 115, at 15, and if it breaks to 115, it's really going to go to 18. And wow, 95% gains up to 29 for Hive. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I knew there was a stock market actually too called Hive. There's a ticker called Hive. I don't know if they're connected. It isn't a rounded bottom though. Definitely a great place to accumulate. Would have been 10. Already went up 50%. And these wicks areas here, could we come back down? It looks like we will. Stokes said we want to come back down and retest 12. So I wouldn't make a buy yet based on the daily. See, the daily's a little overextended. We do see that the Stokes want to flip up a little bit, but they're high, right? How much more room could they get? I definitely want to put this on the radar. You could look at it. I don't know if I'm going to be personally trading it, but it looks good. It looks like it could gap up, and it's at the very, very bottom. So, yeah, I mean, you are playing a position of strength, and it does look like there isn't much more room for this to go. It's kind of like you're catching the bottom of the bottoms on this. So, yeah, probably very profitable, Hive. I don't know if I'm personally invested in it. I haven't done enough research to really deep dive into it. But, yeah, there you go. There's some Hive for you. Morning, Jose Saba, my man. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you guys for coming in. Really appreciate it. I like CTS better than Hive for now, but Hive looks decent. Sabai Decap, my man. Band ran up a little and pulled back, but I'm a Lions fan, so what happened to Hive last night? They blast when no one is looking. Patience, Band, and OMG. Yeah, you definitely want patience with Band and OMG. Let's take a look at Band right now. Actually, I want to look at Sand. I sold Sand at about 11, right? 12, at 11.9. I got in at 4, sold at 11.9. I knew that was a pump that was just unbelievable. Wish I was up for the 15. I would have sold 15 immediately. A friend called me at 3 in the morning and said, you see Sand? And I was able to get out somewhere in this wick, somewhere right around here. The fact that I was even in the wick, to me, is a good enough accomplishment. But, yeah, I'm still sour I didn't get up in there, right? Why? It's crazy how the mind works, right? It's never good enough. It's never good enough. That's why trading is sketchy on the brain, right? It's never good enough. Now, let's take a look at Sand right now. It's in this falling wedge now, in my opinion, and it's actually starting to break out. It looks like it's kind of poking out, and I think Sand's about to do its thing. 4 hours, about to have a cross. We're low on the Stokes. Wow. Yeah, sand looks like, and look, it's in price discovery technically still. You know, it has a little bit of support and resistance from its previous price movement that it just occurred. So sand going up to 10, going up to 13, and then it's back into price discovery. Pretty interesting to see sand doing that on the 4 hour. The daily does want to curve to the downside though. So where do we go? I mean, we gapped up so fast. So it looks like we may get a little push up for the 4 hour, but the daily still leaves some caution for me. I would wait for that daily to reset before I enter sand yet again. But just because I was going by sand, wanted to talk about it. SNX, one of my favorite calls, one of my big calls. I really like SNX. Look for SNX to get up to 24, 25. It's getting pushed by Tika Tawari. He's paying for ads on YouTube daily. So the ads are running and running and running. And he's talking about how this is really connected to the derivatives market. It's set up to handle the derivatives market. It's set up to do things that almost no other coin can once they start bringing in actual trading into the blockchain, and block trading goes onto blockchain. Soon you're going to have everyone who's trading, they'll be on blockchain. SNX is going to incorporate that. It's at the forefront. You have it on Coinbase. You have it on Binance. It's a big coin. It's about to crack on its daily. It's low. It's about to have a move here. The Stokes are pointing up. It's in a rising wedge, which is 68% chance to break to the downside, but there's so much buy pressure on this thing. There's a lot of action on it. I believe you're going to gap up pretty fast to 25. Put that on your radar. SNX. Let's take a look at Link. Farmer D, my man, asking about Link. Let's take a look at Link at 24.28. Doing really good. Breaking out of this rising wedge that it was in. Falling wedge, actually. 21-day moving average coming up. It does want to have to kiss that again. Looks like it'll go sideways to kiss it. Holding this 24 region on its way. My target for Link, though, is all the way up here at 31. I think Link can easily get the 41. It's now flagging. This is a big deal. Link is flagging. When you see a flag like this, this is really going to set us up to the upside. So this is a big deal for Link, okay? Looks like Link can get all the way up here to 35.36. So that's my temporary target for Link, because you see it's in a flag. And we're about to reset on the 4 hour as well. And then you're going to see the daily actually still has some room to move. So yeah, I would not be shorting. I would not be taking profits. I would stay in Link. Again, none of this is financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. And yeah, if you find this entertaining, then you can be entertained by what we're talking about. Look at Matic, about to break out, double bottom, clear double bottom here. Also, there was an inverted head and shoulders. If we broke it down into a smaller time frame, shoulder, head, shoulder, this is breaking up to the upside. Look for Matic to go up 59% to about a half 5 cents. So Matic, man, doing its thing, looking really nice inside of this kind of rising wedge / bull flag, what it's doing. I love Matic consolidating and getting ready for a large move. So the altcoins look like they're going to go. Bitcoin looks like it's going to go. So we see Matic booming. This is very interesting to see this much stuff going on, but I would, buy the breakout. Matic breaks above this 3.7 area. Me personally, I buy the shoulders and the heads. I like to buy down here at the bottom of the pattern. I don't like buying up here because we could come back down to the bottom of the pattern. That happens sometimes, and then you have to wait. So either wait for the breakout, wait for the bottom of the pattern to retest. Right now, I still am very bullish on Matic, though. 59% gains coming out of Matic. Mana and OXT, Uni and OMG. We went over Uni earlier today. It's already up at 12. It boomed all the way back. I would take some profits on Uni. I feel like it's overextended among all the other ones. Profit taking was really around 12.90. Can you believe we went to 13 for Uni? Interesting. 770 was my Uni call. I got in on the side. Wow, 64% gains. I did get out at about 9, so I didn't get all those gains. When we were right here, we were extremely extended on the 4 hour, and I thought we were going to kind of go down, and we just continued to pump. But that wasn't a long-term hold for me, and I actually hold a long-term bag of Uni that I got in down around $4. So I'm super happy with the Uni play and super happy with what's going on with Uni. Now, where do I see Uni coming back to, though? I'd like to pull a fib on it and just kind of give somewhat of an indication. But I think we come to the 226, maybe to the 382, back to 951. It would make sense if we just test this 960 region one more time, just so we have confluence that that's a nice base, and then we can boom our way back up. So I'm not saying that's guaranteed to happen, but we do have some movement on the 4 hour. We're about to have a cross. We're high on the Stokes. Tells me that Uni is going to come back down to 948. I would leave it alone for now, in my opinion. But Again, I'm not always right, but that's what the TA is telling me. We're about to cross 1 trillion yet again. Can we do it? Well, we did it a second ago. Can we get back? 9999999. Boom. 1 trillion. Oh, 9999999. Boom. 1 trillion. And boom. And 1 trillion. Boom. 1 trillion right there. See, I'm looking at this ticker for the 1 trillion. Unbelievable. Yeah. Let me know, do you guys just like the removal of the background where I'm just kind of free floating? Is that cool too? Then you can actually see the ticker too. Then I could remove the live box as well. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Or do you like the background? I don't know. You let me know. I took profits uni at 1280. Well, you're a beast then. I can't believe you got 1280. You lucky dog, man. That's crazy. Good for you. OMG. Let's take a look at OMG. We haven't talked about it a lot. Made some big moves. Probably still trucking along because, you know, it's not on everybody's radar yet. OMG, man. So OMG was in this inverted head and shoulder. It boomed up, and I had it going up, and then it made another inverted head and shoulder. I just feel like once it breaks this line at 386, it's gapping all the way up to 542. Look, it has no real resistance there. So that's my call, man. Uni. I actually like where it's, OMG, I like where it's at right now. The 4 hour does, yeah, you have a little more room in the Stokes. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. The background is nice. We like the background. Cool. Yeah, clear it out. Give you guys some clouds and the sun. The sun, I have a window right next to me, and the sun comes in, and it looks like that's the sun hitting me, but it's not. Like, these just interact together in such a way, but I find that works great, and so, hey, it is what it is. OMG 372, when it breaks 386, man, look for it to gap all the way up to 541. So big moves coming out of OMG, and you could see it was in this long falling wedge that it just broke out of, did a retest. Now it's coming up. Pretty safe place to jump in. Inverted head and shoulder behind that one. Target with a gap up. This is a known coin. It's been in resistance all the way since about August 21st. It had a few mini pumps along the way, would come back into the pattern, but now OMG is really settling in this high $3 region. This is like, I gotta say, I have a lot. This is unbelievable. What did I say at the beginning of the week, at the beginning of the month? Did anyone remember? Sand, ocean, and waves. Sand, ocean, and waves. Sand, ocean, and waves. I said sand, ocean, and waves, and I said it over and over and over and over and over again. You could see that ocean is this giant double bottom forming its way out of the right side. When things come out of the right side of the bowl, what do? You saw it with DOT. You saw it with sand. You saw it with over probably 100 coins now in the last month. What do you think is going to happen to ocean? Well, ocean's going to gap up to 97. So look for ocean to do big, 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 big things. Sowing profits, baby. Yeah, man, all day long. So ocean, man, sand, ocean, and waves. Might as well couple waves with this idea. Let's talk about Rose. I keep talking about Rose. Rose in this cup and handle, okay? This is definitely a bit of a cup here. You see that? So Rose in a bit of a cup right now, doing its thing, right? Now, breaking out of the handle. Starting to form a bit of a flag on that handle. Rounding bottom. Interesting. With the 200-day moving average, with the 21-day moving average. This is kind of an interesting thing. Look at that. That bottom's being rounded now, which is like accumulation inside of accumulation outside of a bull flag. This is going to pop. Strong indications. You can feel it. Rose consolidating between 5.9 and 6.5. Really anything around the 6 cent region for Rose, in my opinion. Look for Rose to expand and blast. I have a target up there at 87, 41% gains for Rose, and then it will be in price discovery. Who knows where it could go at that point? Technically, it only has a wick to deal with. There's no resistance. We're very close to the last place of resistance for Rose. So just, you plan in these, you wait 2-3 weeks, and then you take the gains. I mean, the patience pays you. The patience pays you, man. Okay, let's take a look at Mana and OXT and Parsec, baby. Yo, Parsec is doing something unbelievable. We'll look at the ETH pair for Parsec, but it's on a tear. It's on an absolute tear. Let's take a look at CoinGecko and Parsec right now. Now remember, I got Parsec at 19 cents, man. Can't believe it. I still can't believe it. Shout out to Elio Trades, bro. Up 132. 6x and some. 6.5x right now. Sitting in. It would go even higher. This thing was at like 170. 160% gains in 30 days. In 90 days, doesn't show you, but the gains are insane. Look, this is down at 13 cents. This is really where you were accumulating it, and then boom, then it started its next level of accumulation. Now it's going to start its new level of accumulation, probably from 90 to 120 area. All-time high was 78 cents on June 16th. All-time low, right? Unbelievable. It's up 7,000% from the low, which is 0.001 tenth of a penny. 1 1/8 tenth of a penny on this thing. Wow. So the gains, man, if you get these things on the low, you're already up 100x. So people don't even realize. Please look at BAN if you have time. Yeah, we looked at BAN. BAN isn't doing its thing. Sand moving. We just looked at Sand, said it was breaking out, but doesn't look, yeah, it is moving now. Look at that. Sand breaking out. And look, the 4 hour does tell you that it wants to get up probably to 11, maybe even all the way to 13. Just to caution you, the daily does not look that healthy, right? The daily doesn't look that healthy. But again, the daily isn't that strong in a coin that's been out this little bit. So Sand, you can see it's clearly breaking out of the pattern. So Sand, man, you look at the 1 hour, yeah, that's a clear breakout. Sand starting to make its move. Interesting. Please look at BAN. One has kind of been flat. Do you think there is a breakout potential? I like when coins have been flat, honestly. That usually tells me something's coming up. Let's take a look at COTI and CTSI for you guys. Let's take a look. All right, let's take a look at Cody. COTI, right? So Cody, man, doing its thing, breaking out. I think that's a retest in my opinion and starting to break out. Cody is about to go parabolic. Cody's in a bit of a cup and handle here. As you can see, a giant cup and handle. Giant cup and handle. Like, this is a giant cup. This cup is massive. Massive cup. Like one of the biggest cups I've seen in a long time, right? So Cody, man, and wants to break that all-time high on the right side. You can see, you just make the cup and you start buying the right side of the cup. Then you see the handle. Maybe you make your last purchase on that handle and boom. This thing explodes to the upside. So this thing is going to break its way all the way up to that 9-cent region from 7 cents. And then once it does that, it's going to be in price discovery, my friends. So don't miss Cody, man. It's going to do what you saw a lot of other big coins do. CTSI. Let's take a look at CTSI. I made some big gains on CTSI throughout the years, or throughout this year, trading in and out. It's in a giant bull as well. You can see it's in a giant double bottom. Look at this. Bull, right side of the bull. Nothing else I really can say, man. You guys see it. We talk about this every single day on the channel. These bulls. How to accumulate the right side of the bull and do your thing. Yeah. Only a matter of time till CTSI, and it likes to pump. Look, there was a nice pump. There was a nice pump. There was a nice pump. Pump. This is kind of a pumpy coin, though. I will give it to you. Sell the tops on this coin. It likes to retrace a lot. 60% retracements. Up 60%. Up 60%. Up 80%. So just watch it. It's a bit of a pump coin. Don't forget Mana and OXT. Mana's going to make moves because Grayscale just decided they were going to add Mana. I showed you BAN. I've been showing you BAN every single day for the last however many days. You can see BAN is in a beautiful, beautiful W on the daily. We take a look at the daily. I mean, it's pretty simple, guys. You know, it's in a W. It's also in an inverted head and shoulder. But look, it's in a beautiful W. Gives you your target right up here of your measured move. Length of the pole to the target. Puts BAN all the way back up at $14.51. So when you see BAN back at 14 and you're watching the Crypto Livers channel and you said, well, I wanted to wait. I mean, and look, it's in a cup and handle. I don't know how much more we can talk about cup and handles. I probably said the word cup and handle in the last 2 months, like over 10,000 times. You know, and this could have been the handle here. And now it's breaking out of the handle. I mean, it's clear. It's clear as day with a double bottom on the right side. So it has a big bull pattern. Then it has a bull pattern on the right side. It's breaking out. The stochastics are pointing out. Cup and what? Cup and handle, baby. But yeah, this thing is exploding. exploding. So there's ban for you. Whoever asked for ban gave you ban on the ready, on the ready. So there you go for banned. Let's take a look at what's going on here with EGLD hitting 50 as predicted. Looks like it can get all the way up to 60 though. I wouldn't put it past it. We're getting some big moves. As I showed you, man, total market cap, everything's looking really, really big today. So things are about to explode. Things are about to explode. Maha with ETH, man, my Maha. Looks like it's in a falling wedge about to break to the upside. Look for 94% gains out of Maha Dow. Just putting that on your radar, low on the Stokes too on the daily. So look for Maha Dow as it you can see it formed a beautiful bowl. This is accumulation, guys. I'm showing you the bowls over and over again. LTO, I talk about LTO a lot, down 3% today. Really nice chance to buy into some LTO. I like LTO right now. I've got a target of LTO. Look, inverted cup and inverted head and shoulder here on LTO. Starting to break out, retesting top of the trend line. I have 41% gains for LTO going up to 32. This is also in a cup and handle kind of action going on here. So LTO, thimble and eagle fingers, or a cup and handle. Bagada Buds, man. Shout out to you and your buds, man. Thank you so much for coming into the stream. Mana and OXT. Been trying to get to Mana, man. Mana keeps hiding from me, baby. Look, I don't got Mana here. Let's take a look at Mana. Mana. You want the USDC pair? You want the BTC pair? Right now, I really think we want to be looking at the BTC pairs, honestly. But it's up to you guys completely. We can look at both. I like to look at both in a way because I like to, just gives me that image of where it's at. Look at Mana, man. It's about to break out. Clearly about to break out on the 4 hour. I mean, this is obvious. It's in a beautiful falling wedge / bull flag. You know, Grayscale just created a trust for it. So if you didn't know that, you do now. Grayscale just opened a trust for Mana. Just buy what Grayscale buys. It's kind of simple, right? Watch billionaires and put money where billionaires put their money because they're not going to lose their money. Up to 26 cents for Mana. So watch Mana, man. Really hasn't done its thing yet. If you want to know what this is, Decentraland. This is a video game kind of like virtual space where you can buy virtual land and do all sorts of different things. So, yeah. So Mana USDT looks very bullish to me. Stokes low, MACD low, and we're in a bullish pattern. We're also on the 21-day moving average. On the 4 hour, everything looking beautiful. Mana BTC looking just like that too. So they look almost identical. You're going to go up in either pair. Then you could sell your USD for Bitcoin, or you could sell the BT. You could sell Mana back into Bitcoin. It's up to you, but it looks like you're going to gain some money by taking Mana for BTC right now. I do see Bitcoin's about to move though, so I think all the coins are going to move together. I don't know if they're going to gain as much on Bitcoin. Looks like they're going to go up together though. OXT, I like OXT, and you know what's been sitting? It's time to run. I think it's about to go on a big run. It spikes. Dave Portnoy took it for that beautiful spike, December 29th. He also took it for another run somewhere in August there, September 21st, August area. But he's been pumping it. You could see though, it looks like ocean with a beautiful double bottom. All it is a beautiful double bottom consolidating. You want to get in on the right side of these bowls. Here's a bowl. You want to get in on the right side of the bowl. So yes, these are great accumulation periods, man. If you're watching my channel, you know that these are perfect accumulation periods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on the bottom of that bowl. Could it touch the bowl one more time? You'd be blessed if it could at 28.5. That would be my last couple limit orders, 27, 26, 28.5, if you're lucky to get in there. And then you can see it's also forming this ascending triangle. Hard to see, but I see it there. Boom. And then you can see we're booming up here inside of the ascending triangle. This looks like it can get up to the upside and break. If this breaks, we're going all the way up here to about 41. So OXT, about to do some big moves to 41 and up to my next level there. And then it's basically kind of in price discovery. It has been all the way up to the dollar region, but it was there really fast on like an insane pump. Couple pumps, so it really just has some wicks to deal with in that area. To me, that's not real resistance. So watch out for this, man. The whole market's about to spew. The whole market is about to spew. So there you go, man. Feel like we handled all those tickers. We went through them all pretty fast, got them going for you guys, and nailed it. Yeah. So, yeah. Again, my calls for the next few weeks, sand, ocean, and waves, man. I'm sticking to it. Waves is about to explode. Big trade. I told you guys about Theta. I said Theta's been consolidating ever since it pumped, and now it's been sitting between $1.90 and $2 for the last few days. It's been in this area, and I said, man, it's only a matter of time till Theta breaks out. It's going to bust, and then it's going to continue, and Theta is going to go up to 322. Easy trade right now. I hate to say it. No trade is really easy, but that's an easy trade. Theta, man, about to break out after a long-term consolidation. Consolidating since January 2nd, 3-week consolidation. All you had to do was buy it. I'm telling you guys what to do right now. Make bulls. Make bulls. Buy when it touches the bull or gets close. Okay? Watch the huge pumps. Sell the top of the huge pumps by going to the daily and watching when the price is far away from the 21-day moving average. See how the white line? Use the 21-day as your cover. When you get this far away, start taking nibbles. Sell half here, sell a third there, and sell the whole right there. Then accumulate on the bull. Bump, 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 and run the process all over again. And that's how you can master and maximize your wallet. It's really just, I just gave you really the process and the cycle of how to handle these situations and how to maximize your profit. Theta, man, about to do its thing, right? Theta, get into the next bull, do its thing. It's pump and bull, pump and bull, pump and bull. Accumulation, pump, accumulation, pump, accumulation. Especially if we don't come back down. In a bull run, we're not going to be taking these Fibonacci levels all the way back to the bottom. We're not, right? If you pull a fib on this and you try to see where you're at, you can see we did still hit the 0.5 Fibonacci on a wick. So they're still going to wick you through to the 0.5. Unbelievable. Again, golden pocket may not occur anymore. We did have one wick in the golden pocket right there. So they're still utilizing it, but they're quick to get it. They're quick to get it. What is the golden pocket? That's the Fibonacci level between the 0.618 and the 0.5. That's where institutions love to accumulate a coin. That's one of the safest places you can accumulate a coin with institutions in your favor. If you're not subscribed to Crypto Lifer, I'm making a news said this guy's amazing. Lifer, I posted a link in the chat. There's a game coming out with over 1 million in BTC and EGL rewards hidden in the game. The game is called Rust. I saw you saw that and you were like, it's time to get in to Elrond and Binance Smart Chain integration. Elrond and Binance integrate to enable strategic DeFi interoperability. The opportunity of interoperable DeFi ecosystem is far greater than the sum of separate individual parts. Specific opportunities enabled by unique capabilities of distinct blockchains are amplified by seamless flow of value and global user accessibility. We therefore excited to announce the Elrond network will be interoperable with the Binance Smart Chain. This is a big deal, man. It's a really big deal. We have some other news here. Ethereum Gaming hides almost 1 million in crypto bounties. Crypto briefing. Ethereum-based game Rust will launch on Steam in March. Players will have a shot at nabbing $929,000 worth of crypto based in today's prices. So back in March, that will probably worth $2 million by then. Age of Rust is set to launch on Steam on March 19th. The game will use the Engine protocol on Ethereum. The developers have hidden 24 BTC and 370,000 Engine coin inside the game, worth $929,000. Our biggest bounty is 20 Bitcoin. Others are hidden inside NFTs. After years of development, Age of Rust is set to launch on Steam in March. Due to rising crypto prices, prize bounties hidden inside the game are now worth almost $1 million. It's about to get, I want to get good at that game, right? Tezos price recovers following a DAO announcement. Interesting. I didn't think their price really fell that bad. Reveal of decentralized autonomous organizations seeming boosted prices. More than 5.3 million Tezos related engagements were registered on social media over the past 24 hours. The spike in social interactions seemed to be related to a new set of features that will support the Tezos-based DAOs. XTZ's market value was able to rebound by more than 33% after a steep correction that could be poised for more upside momentum. To me, Grayscale came out and said that they were purchasing a trust in XTZ, and I thought really that was the reason why the price pumped. I mean, just buy what Grayscale buys. Total market cap going to 360 in the altcoins. Total market cap of all the everything cracking 1 trillion yet again as we consolidated through this region, double bottoming. We're on our way to 1.4 trillion, guys. The market's going to go up 30%. Everything you're holding is about to explode. Just get ready, man. Have patience. If you're buying and selling every 5 seconds, it's going to hurt you. VeChain, only a matter of time till VeChain just continues to rip on this move. We put you into VeChain as we broke out of this rising wedge, this falling wedge here at around 2.6, 2.7. We would get all the way up to 3.5, come back down, but we're now consolidating into a new bull in the higher region. So look, You can see also inverted head, possible inverted head and shoulders on VeChain. And now look, we're forming the bull. And I told you, you wait for the big pump, then you get in on these bulls. And like, to me, this is a bull too of consolidation. We're consolidating here and we're going to break to the upside. So VeChain continuing to do its thing. A bit of an ascending triangle, in my opinion, there. As you can see, VeChain is looking really, really nice. Temporary target for VeChain as it busts out is all the way here at about 0.053 for VeChain. So watch out for VeChain making some big, big, big moves. Waves, man. Waves, this was accumulation for waves too. It's funny. You see the rising wedge and the breakout too, but if I get rid of all that, I shrink it down, you could put waves right back in the bull. And I keep telling you guys, like, I'm doing the same thing for you guys every single day. It's all about the accumulated bulls after the big pumps. And this is where you accumulate again to get ready for your next big pump. So you can see almost every coin is forming these similar patterns. And breaking to the upside. Watch waves, sand, and ocean, man. I'm telling you guys, watch waves, sand, and ocean. So much news in the crypto sphere, man. So much coming in. Waves has huge news coming out. I posted yesterday into the chat about waves. Okay. They said in the next 2 weeks, they're going to, like, they have some huge, unbelievable news that's going to be, like, insane. Wait, PancakeSwap? You can trade Tesla now? Hold up. Dude, this is insane. New Sarah pool, 150,000 UST, 5 new farms, 4 p.m. Oh, and for the first time ever, trade Google, Amazon, Netflix, or Tesla all in the Binance Smart Chain thanks to Mirror Protocol's M assets? What? Are you kidding me? Mirror Protocol? Mirror Finance? Whoa. Trade Tesla on Cake? Yo. All these assets, Google, Amazon, Netflix, Tesla, will also be available on the upcoming innovative bio research swap DEX. Decentralized is wonderful. BSX, Innov. What are you saying, guys? To the moon, then? Yo, PancakeSwap, man. Shine my cake. Yo, this is insane, dude. Cake just continues to show me why it's such a great investment. Wow. Cake. I'm going to have to do a deep dive on this. This is insane. Trade Tesla, Amazon, and Netflix and Google on PancakeSwap? Dude, this is a serious deal for Binance Smart Chain. There are massive amounts of scammers targeting PancakeSwap. Fake sites, Telegram groups, yep. Elrond Network, let's get breakfast. Elrond and Binance Smart Chain integration to enable strategic DeFi interoperability. Hypergrowth. Elrond. New biggest burn in title of USD, 5 million USD. A 4.3 million Cake burn. Let's burn more next week. So they're burning Cake too? Dude, they not only this. So, yo, Cake may be the greatest asset I've ever come across, honestly. Wow. They burned 4.3 million Cake? That's $5.3 million worth of Cake, dude. That just made all of us richer immediately. You're buying, if they burn $5 million worth of Cake, they make Cake that much more, like, desirable, right? Look at sushi back to $8.10. It's going to make a move back to the $10 region, I think, later on today. Let's take a look at Cake. Unbelievable, guys. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Was our dip to 28K the correction we were waiting for? I believe so. I really, truly believe so. I don't see us getting any lower. I think we're on our way. I mean, you saw my predictions. My predictions are $55,000, $57,000 for Bitcoin. 57.8. You heard it here first. I hadn't heard any YouTuber mention high 50s yet, 60,000 region. I'm mentioning it right now, and I'm telling you, that's where we're going. So you can play games all you want. Wow, big correction in my opinion, for AAVE, but it loves to do this. It'll come back down and pump and continue. Let's take a look at Cake, man. Wow. Remember when I first started playing with Cake? Wow, Cake would go all the way to 130. So there was a huge DeFi pump in the last 6-7 hours early in the morning. But everything's still kind of holding these flags. You can see the 1 minute inverted head and shoulder starting to happen here on the 15 minute. You can see it. Look, shoulder head, a V-shaped recovery, however you want to call it. Cake continuing to rip. Honestly, wow. One of my friends wanted to get into Cake. I said, wait for a dip. I don't know, man. I don't know if there's going to be a dip. I would get in on this flag, honestly. Looks like Cake, temporary target for Cake, is to break out of this flag. Everyone wants Cake. There's just a high demand for it, right? Unbelievable. 171 for Cake. We got in around 50, 40. My whole team was getting into Cake around 40, 50 cents. Yeah, Rust is a game, not a coin. Yeah, Rust is a game, not a coin. Okay. All right. Now we're going to look at some news, and then we're going to jump on out of here for the day. I hope you had a wonderful session with me. Hope you learned a lot. Hope you wrote some things down. Hope you took some notes. Hope you studied, man, for your bull run, because I'm studying every day. And I'm putting in the pressure on myself to be the best. And I'm beating myself up when I see a project blow up that I didn't know about. I'm hard on myself. I'm being critical on myself. I'm saying, I should have done more research. I should have been more organized. I should have been more focused. Your focus is really going to come into play here. Your ability to write things down, remember what you looked, your research, whiteboard it, notebook it. You can't remember everything all the time with the rest of your life going on. But this is going to be what changes your life the most. This is really what you want to focus on more than anything else for the next couple of months, man. This will change your whole life if you're able to focus. Google searches for Bitcoin are skyrocketing in Argentina. Citizens of Latin America country have faced an ongoing economic crisis for years, but Bitcoin is proving to be a way out. Google searches for Bitcoin in Argentina have surged in the past few months. Data from the search engine giant shows it follows Bitcoin's price rise from 4,000 to over 41,000 in the past year, but outperforms searches in other countries. Trends are a proprietary metric used by Google to calculate the interest in a particular term, sentence, or word in a certain region. How much data they have, man. The fact they can move markets by knowing the data, like, it's insane. Bitcoin heads towards 35,000 as Biden stimulus hurts the U.S. dollar. Bitcoin resumed its uptrend ahead of the U.S. New York session Monday as traders weighed their risk on opportunity against the U.S. presidential stimulus plans and its potential bearish impact on the U.S. dollar. The flagship cryptocurrency reclaimed 35,500 after rising as much as 6.83%, while its market capitalization pushed past $636 billion. Its move upward came after a depressive Friday and weekend session where price fell to as low as 28,000. But the altcoins were sailing. So you have to remember, man, we were gaining on Bitcoin at the time. Bitcoin-loving NASDAQ companies surge on multi-million-dollar BTC deal. After U.S.-based business intelligence company MicroStrategy revealed its relatively small USDT 10 million Bitcoin deal last Friday, Marathon Patent Group, MRA, another NASDAQ-listed entity, said it purchased Bitcoin 4.8 thousand for an aggregate purchase of 150 million. Shares of both companies jumped in the first trading hour on Monday. Mara rallied almost 8%, reaching 1983, while MicroStrategy advanced on almost 4%, hitting 597. By purchasing USD 150 worth of Bitcoin, we have accelerated the process of building Marathon into what we believe to be the de facto investment choice for individuals and institutions who are seeking exposure to this new asset class, said Merrick Okamoto. Bitcoin-loving NASDAQ companies surging on multi-billion-dollar deal. Marathon invests $150 million in Bitcoin. Stock rises 7%. Bitcoin eyes 36K as it breaks out from the 4-day range. Ethereum breaks key resistance against BTC. So there's your chance maybe to fly some ETH into Bitcoin or Bitcoin into ETH. There's the idea here. As altcoins rise, Bitcoin dominance shrinks to the lowest level since September. Bitcoin is at its lowest market dominance level since September 2020. This follows a historic price run that took Bitcoin to over 40K. As Bitcoin cools down, Ethereum, DeFi, and altcoins are heating up. We've been showing you that. I can clearly see it today just in my own account. My account's been going up $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day. And it's not that big of an account to be doing that. So it's going up 10, 20% a day. Consistently, I wake up every morning, another $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 just consistently coming in. Marathon, Patent Group falls, MicroStrategy. Yeah, we went over that. Crypto market sentiment sinks lower. Polkadot takes the crown. It's true, man. Polkadot's going to become something big, man. People really need to understand that. Crypto firms aim at publicizing their services via IPOs. Okay. And that news for Cake, man, that you can trade Google, Tesla on Cake, like I'm still kind of getting my head around it. I don't understand fully. I want to do a deep dive. Data shows under 1% of Bitcoin and crypto transactions have criminal intent. Under 1% of the transactions have criminal intent. But Janet Yellen is talking all this nonsense. The news, U.S. Secretary Janet Yellen's recent negative comments about Bitcoin and crypto have revolved around alleged illicit use. However, data from top blockchain analysis firm claims that 1% of all cryptocurrency transactions are related to criminal activity. Here's why the former Federal Reserve's chair's assumptions about the digital asset were way off base. And I'm going to actually compile this into one video because I feel like we need media to fight the bad media. She's the head and she doesn't understand data. She's the one steering our country, but she's not smart enough to understand metrics. It's not a good thing that we have someone like that running the financial parts of our country. Waves, really good place to get in. 7:15, about to make a move. I love you guys. Any last quick questions I can help you out, let me know, and then I'm out of here for the day. I really appreciate it. 28 likes, 22 people watching. You guys make my day. I love you. You are awesome. Yeah, watch the chart on Cake posted in the chat group. Easy $3 coin. I think you're right, man. I think you're right. Check Doge from my man XRP Muser, man. Check Doge. I'll check Doge. I got into Doge recently. I'll be honest. I threw $400 into Doge. I can't tell you why. I think I just wanted to do the Doge. I just think I wanted to be a part of the Elon Musk Doge crowd. And when Doge pumps again, I want to laugh, honestly. And look, it's consolidating really nicely. I had some fake extensions on that, but look at Doge. Yeah, you're right. Perfect time to get into some Doge. I mean, look at it. Look at it. That's beautiful consolidation if I've ever seen it. Only a matter of time till Doge decides to make a big, big move. So yeah, Doge, baby, Doge. Are you doing the Doge? Right? And that will bring it all the way to another all-time high at 1.5 cents. From where it's at now, that'll be a beautiful double up. 100% gains coming out of the Dogecoin. So yeah, just wait for Doge to do its thing. ETH should be moving a little bit. Let's take a look at ETH real quick before I get out of here. 1421. Hit that all-time high and just do your thing, man. Break out of the rising wedge. When the rising wedge and the all-time high come together, which they usually do, big things happening for ETH. Tomo Chain, my baby. Honestly, you could say don't miss every coin on the market right now. Don't miss Theta. Don't miss VeChain. Don't miss Tomo. Don't miss, yeah, but look at Tomo. Inverted head and shoulders, about to do its thing. I basically showed you that all the cryptocurrencies are going to go up. I showed you that it looks like regular altcoins are going to go up. It looks like Bitcoin's going to go up. You could see we're in this thing. Maybe come back down right one more time to 117 if you're lucky. But I really feel like it's forming that right shoulder, and it's going to rip its way up. Let's give you your target for Tomo, as it will probably go into what I think that's going to also be price discovery for Tomo Chain. Tomo Chain is one of the first coins I started trading. I mean, not when, but when Tomo first came out, I was trading it. So I've been trading Tomo for a long time. Not a long time, but like a year and a half. Maybe when it came out, 18 months, something like that. Tomo Chain, man. Look for it to hit its all-time high and continue up all the way to $1.80 for Tomo. Osvaldo Solis, Alec R. Let's do a roll call to all my lifers, man. Everyone here on the live stream. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Arati, B. Rad, Eddie DC, Jeremiah, Levi 502, Sergu Makanu, Mohit Singla, Jose Pedro, Jesse B, Hadouken, The Future Capitalist, Alex R, Oswaldo, Farmer D, Chrissy Fouts, Alex R, Eddie DC, my man, Farmer D, Feast on Success, Crypto Hungry, let's eat. Bagada Buds, my man, Oswaldo Solis, everyone here, XRP, Musa, the Musa. Don't mess with the Musa. Steven Bangkok. Yeah, man. Wait, Bagwell 33. My dude. Every single Steven Bangkok, Bagwell 33, Eddie DC, Trade Intuition, my man Joe. Thank you for bringing in your crew. Dirt Bike P, my dude. And everyone out there on the live stream. BB, Renchi T, and Farmer D again. One last one because you're the last comment. So thank you guys so much for coming in. Please help me get to 1,000 subs. Then we can monetize and my life can grow and expand into levels I've never thought possible. So I love y'all. Be safe. And yeah, man, Tomo, baby, Tomo. But yeah, guys, we went over a lot. We talked about a lot. Have you looked at YFI? YFDI, I'll have it up for you, so why not? I could throw it in here. I had CoinTrader Pro open earlier today. Did I close it? Let me just do it because I own it. I might as well go over it too because I like to go over it. CoinTrader Pro. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Hit the viewer, hit YFDI. Also, great place to use for completely free. If you're trying to follow along and you don't want to pay TradingView prices, this is a free charting system, okay? Boss level show. Yeah, it was a good show, man. And look at this, man. Strong candle. We're about to go into all-time highs. And look, we consolidated here for a long time. Let me show you what I see. We consolidated here for a long time. We're in this channel, in my opinion, something like that, with a breakout to the top that came back into the pattern. And there's your channel, man. And then you can take your length of your pole to the 21 and give us our target. And that brings us all the way up to $5,680 per coin, man. Per coin. I paid $1,500 for one of these coins, for basically 1.2 of these coins. My $2,000 is well over $4,000 now. Thank you to YFDI. And it's making me 7% a month on compounding interest. You got to love these things. You got to love these things. It looks like it's going to break a new all-time high. Then it's going to come up here, probably do the same thing, consolidate, bounce, and do its thing. But it's just continuing to go up. Market cap is continuing to grow. Parsec doing its thing. Market cap at 137 a Parsec. But you take a look at YFDI. You take a look at the market cap of YFDI, and you're sitting only at 15 million. That's the biggest it's been in a long time. We set from 9 to 10 to 11, then we go back to 9 to 10. Wow, that means new people just jumped in. About $5 million worth of people jumped in. Only 4,000 coins, man. So if you're owning, I'm soon going to own 2 of these, and you're going to be one of 2,000 people that owns 2,000 of these, 2 of these coins. I mean, that's insane, right? I got in this at 1,500. It's doing unbelievable now at 37,797. So look out for DeFi to explode. We're seeing big moves in DeFi too, man. Do not sleep on DeFi. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to my channel, you're already doing the right thing. Everybody, 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. I love you all. Be safe.